Hello, welcome to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. It is day number 140 for Mr. Corran, the best star pilot in the galaxy. Although I may have to temporarily give that up. Grand Arena has not been very good this week. Partially because I was on vacation, so I've got the vacation scruff. But yeah, it's hard to do Grand Arena and keep up with two accounts, while you're on vacation with three kids that are all 6 and under. So we did the best we could. But anyway, so we'll go through our roster reviews. I don't have any Grand Arena footage this week because I was out of town. But we'll review it and talk about some things that we can learn. So, yes, big changes here. We are still working on Thrawn. We're very close on this last piece. I just need 8 more of these, and then we're set. And he's gear 13, so that'll be exciting. I did work on troopers, and they are surprisingly easy to gear. At least these two are, especially Colonel Stark. It was very easy to get to gear 12. Veers was slightly more difficult, but compared to other characters, still pretty easy. So that was great. Got both their Zetas in place. I had those saved up, as we discussed last time, and I was able to use them actually in the Grand Arena this week, and I think they did full banners every time I used them with Piet. So that was fun. That was good to see. So now I'll have to get 2 more troopers ready for when 5 vs 5 comes back. So yeah, those 2 have been the main focus this week, aside from Thrawn. And we are still farming other characters. So Bosk, we're getting close to 7 stars. That'll be great. I can get him to gear 12 whenever we're done there. Piet, very close to 6 stars. 1 more shard. That's fun. We stopped farming Shakti to use more energy on gear 12 stuff. Let's see, what else have we done here? We aren't farming Bastila either. We're saving the energy for gear farming. Let's see. So sometime this week I noticed that I actually had more than enough shards to get Krennic to 7 stars. So I just went on and upgraded him so I could get those shards at the shard shop. I think I had like 15 to 20 extra shards. So whoops. So we're done farming him, which means more energy I can spend towards getting gear. That's great. So yeah. And I seem to like finding shards of Magnagard now that I had finished him in the Bronzium packs. So maybe I'll upgrade him to 7 stars just so I can get those shards at the shard shop. Yeah, okay, so there we go. We are still farming Houndstooth. We are still farming TIE Bomber. We'll get to ships in just a second. Ships, there's not as much change. Still farming Anakins, still farming Shuttle, still farming TIE Bomber, still farming Houndstooth. Those will all be a while still, unfortunately. I'll get the Slave 1 and Rex's Arc whenever they show up in the fleet store, but I'm not farming the nodes. Well, there is no node for that one. And I'll get Wedge's ship whenever it shows up in the Galactic War store because I've got plenty of that currency. Okay. Yeah. No, oh, same with Plo Koons. Whenever that shows up in Galactic War, I'll get that. I don't think there's any other changes here. Yeah. So there we are. Squad Arena, I think I was just top 50 pretty much every day because I didn't really have time to do much. So I got my couple battles in. I think one day maybe I got top 20. So that suffered this week. But that's what happens, I guess, when you're out of town. Fleet Arena, I was able to stay doing pretty well here. I think I got number 1 most days because it only required 1 or 2 battles, and that's worth it for those crystals. Whereas Squad Arena is much more challenging. So kept that crystal income, which certainly helps. So yeah, there we go. Let's get this so it stops notifying me. I've got a free one. Trash. Okay. All right. So Grand Arena. Like I said, it's not been a very good week. So this is round 3 here. We will win this one, which is good. We needed to win something. He set a terrible defense, so I was able to walk through him no problem. He saved a lot for offense, so he was able to clear my tunes, but could not clear the ships. Speaking of, that's one thing I started doing is putting fewer reinforcements in. Because generally at this stage, if they can't get through it the first time, they're going to be stuck, so all the extra reinforcements aren't necessarily needed. And that gives me a couple extra ships that I can use just in case I need them on offense. I still have yet to fail, I think, in Grand Arena on offense on ships. But because ships are kind of at a premium, you really only have about 3 teams that you can use. Well, yeah, I only have 3 teams, so I only have 3 capitals. So just give me a little more leeway on offense if I need it. Okay, so yes, I did lose the first 2 rounds. This one was a legit loss. Unfortunately, I just could not get through his Relic 8 Grievous. It was a beast. It's a good move to put it on defense. I didn't have anything that could get through it well. None of my teams are really designed to set up or to counter Grievous, unfortunately. Really need like a Jedi Knight Revan or a Padme to get through Grievous pretty well, and I don't have either of those teams set up. So it was a good move from him. It's kind of bad luck that I ran into him. He has obviously had a lot of trouble clearing my teams, and he only won by a little bit. If he'd put it up here instead of down here, he wouldn't have been able to get through. So he took 3 attempts on my ships, couldn't quite get through it. So if he had put that on the back or put that up here, I win. But that's the way it goes. Good move by him to put it there. Here, I think it was more just a mistake I made. Again, they couldn't get through my fleet. But this is a good team, and the problem is if you don't get through it all the first time, you're not going to get through it. Because he can revive. Yoda just went to town on offense, and with Basilisk protection up, getting that at the start of every battle, it's very, very tough. So I used my Jedi against this and almost got there, but just couldn't quite get through. And then once they took out my first character, it's pretty much all she wrote from there. So I realized I wasn't going to get through it, so I just cleared everything else. Unfortunately, they did have enough to get through this. I was a little surprised. But hey, props to them for playing well. I probably should have devised my strategy a little bit differently to get that taken out. But when you're on vacation, you can't plan as much, and that I guess that happens sometimes. So took out everything else pretty easily. Again, close, but just not able to get through there. So yeah, there we go. So we're gonna finish 1 for 3 here. So let's see, we had 3 losses already. This adds 2 more losses, so 5 losses. So 7 of 5 is 3 versus 3 round. That's really bad. Very disappointed with that. I really thought I could have gone 10-2, 11-1, but vacations and some tough matchups, some smart opponents, and we did not reach our maximum efficiency here. So I'm going to miss out on Kyber, which is very disappointing. But we're going to regroup and come up with a better plan for 5 versus 5. and we'll have fun when we get there. Of course, that won't be for another week and a half or so. But anyway, yeah. So there's our weekly roundup. Hopefully we'll have Gear 13 Thrawn for the next time. Hopefully it won't be a week before my next update. But anyway, you all be good, and we'll see you on the next video.